Hello everyone, welcome back to SmallCapGuy. In this video, I'm going to continue the second part of the 3 guaranteed ways to lose money. If you haven't watched the first part where I share about my definition of losing money and how insurance can slow down your financial goal, be sure to watch that video first for a full understanding. The video link is in the description. In your lifetime, I believe you have been approached by some financial planners who said they are from a certain subsidiary of a bank. Then they told you to invest in some unit trust or mutual funds when you have a pool of spare cash. They told you that it is a dumb move to save excessive amount of money into the bank because the interest rate is too low, and instead you should invest the money. Don't you think it is pretty funny? Someone from a bank told you not to put money into the bank. Then those financial planners would introduce you to a lot of different funds like money market funds, global funds, technology funds, and even emerging market funds where you get to invest in Sri Lanka. After that, they show you different charts comparing the returns of those funds versus the benchmark where you don't even know what the benchmark is, giving you 100 reasons why their funds are the ones that you need to invest in right now. However, if you have invested in unit trusts or mutual funds many years ago, you would realize your return on investment of these instruments is pathetic. The best case scenario would be a few percent positive return in the past 10 years, while on average, most people lost their hard-earned money. Now, here's the question. Why is the return most people actually get is so much different than what those financial planners show you? There are two main reasons for this, and I will go through them right now. The first reason that you are not getting the returns as promised is because of huge fees and charges. I found a prospectus about a random fund in Malaysia from the internet, and I would like to go through with you how much you are going to pay as charges when you invest in a mutual fund like this. For every prospectus, when you go to the table of contents, you would see a section called fees, charges, and expenses. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, okay, and I'm just trying to summarize to you roughly what I see. So, for every fund that you invest in, here are some of the charges and fees you will expect. First, there is a sales charge and redemption charge imposed when you are buying and selling the units. Other charges like transfer charges, bank charges are borne by you, of course. Do you think that's all? You haven't paid the management fee and trustee fee, which you don't know why you are paying for. Here are the maximum fees and charges a fund can receive from you. If I were to compute what could be the minimum and maximum charges on a table, it looks like this. On the bright side, you are being charged 5.61% on average per year for the best case scenario. On the other hand, the maximum charges you could be imposed will be 12.06%. Just a disclaimer that these are just rough estimations only, and we haven't included any bank charges, transfer charges, and most importantly, the commissions paid to your financial planner. Can you see how insane the charges are for investing in mutual funds? This is no joke. Let's say the price of the fund goes up by 7% in a year. The net gain you would get is probably around 2%. If the fund goes up by just 5%, you would probably lose money. Not to mention if the fund price goes down, you would lose even more. The next question you are thinking about could be, if I were to choose a fund that could grow by 20% a year, even after all the charges, I could also get more than 10% return, which is pretty good. While this could be true, but let me show you a fact. In the last video, I told you that the S&P 500 has been growing at 10% per year since inception. And guess what? I came across an article from CNBC back in 2019. The headline says, active fund managers trailed the S&P 500 for the 9th year in a row. At the key points, you see for the 9th consecutive year, majority of them, which is 64% of large cap funds, lagged the S&P 500 last year. After 10 years, 85% of large cap funds underperformed the S&P 500, and after 15 years, nearly 92% are trailing the index. So, if you are choosing which funds to invest by yourself or through recommendations from a financial planner, more than 90% of the time, you are underperforming the index. By buying into the S&P 500 index funds directly, such as SPY, although there are still fees and charges you need to pay to the fund house, it is not as far-fetched as the active funds those financial planners are trying to sell to you. Also, when you are trying to sell the S&P 500 index funds, there won't be any financial planners trying to harass you by asking, why are you selling this? Why are you selling that? Okay, are you considering other funds because they are much better, blah blah blah? Because you don't need to go through a salesman to buy and sell an index fund. The second reason why you would most likely underperform or lose money by investing in mutual funds is because you don't know what exactly you are buying. This is straightforward. When a financial planner is explaining to you the funds that are great, they will tell you that this fund is investing 90% into bonds and 10% into equities. Very safe one. Or you see, this fund, we are investing in very good companies in China. Very seldom, they won't go into further details than what I demonstrated just now, like the companies and the holding size in the portfolio, because those financial planners themselves don't even know the details. Don't you think it is funny that some financial planners really made a fortune by selling something that they don't know? On the other hand, if you want to know which are the companies that are in the S&P 500 index, just Google it. When I search for top companies in the S&P 500, you will see a list of companies that you are familiar with, like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Facebook, Google, and so on. You can ask yourself two questions when you saw these companies. Do I understand the products and services these companies provide? Based on logical sense, are these companies going to sustain and grow their business in the next 5 to 10 years? Your answer could be yes for both questions. You see, there is a full transparency when you invest in an established index fund like SPY, and you understand exactly what you are buying for. Therefore, you will know exactly why you made money and why you lost money as well. To summarize, the two main reasons why most people lost money by investing in mutual funds or unit trust. First, crazy amount of fees and charges. Second, not understanding exactly what companies they are buying for. If this video has been helpful to you, press like and subscribe to the channel. This channel is about sharing practical tips about investing and personal finance from my investing and coaching experience. In the next video, I'm going to reveal to you the last guaranteed way to lose money and how you can minimize the impact on it. If you don't want to miss any of the future videos, turn on the notification for this channel. Look forward to seeing you next time.